Alright guys, last day of Florida. We are here with the boys going to the VMP meet. We got Ollie, we got my boy Jafet in the orange car. Sunrise is coming up right now. Looks freaking beautiful here. Just put almost $20 worth of gas. This car has been eating gas like a World War II tank. Driving to Florida. But you know, in all honesty, it's been getting 17 miles to the gallon for like round trip, and that's like almost 2,000 miles we're at so far, and that's not even headed home. So once we head home, it's gonna go right back up to probably almost 20. So Zeus is doing freaking phenomenal. So it is actually 1 year to the day. We were here with Apollo, and now we got Zeus here. We're up front with all the boys. This is a crazy lineup. I'm truly in love with Florida. The amount of Mustangs here it's insane. It really is. So they're gonna start doing dyno pools soon. We're gonna walk around, show you all the cars. I'm gonna have some merch out for everyone. And yeah, it's gonna be a super good time. This is awesome. I love it here with the Shelby. I really don't want to drive back home today. Gotta go to Georgia today, so we're gonna drive all the way back, see the Georgia boys. It's a 5-hour ride from here. So after this show, I'm out. I'm going straight to Georgia from here, which is going to be a very, very long drive. Not looking forward to it, but should be a good time. So this is probably one of the rarest Mustangs of all time. I just found out that this full car is carbon fiber all the way to the back, and I'm not even going to tell you guys the weight on it. When I found out the weight, I practically threw up. Check out the exhaust. Yes or no? I'm a fan. I kind of like it. It's definitely different. I like things that are definitely different, and I love the rear bumper on it, how wide it is. Say what you want about the car. So this full car, doors, fenders, back, trunk, everything. You can hear the dyno going. Just take a look how wide this car is. And it's got a 4-liter, maybe I think it's a 3-liter Whipple underneath. This car weighs, and the convertible weighing another, I think it was 200 more pounds. 3,100 pounds this car weighs, which is absolutely insane. Like, I don't think you guys can understand. With the supercharger on it, and Apollo weighs, to put this in perspective, an NA car that is lighter, has lightened up stuff, just like rear seat lean, stuff like that, GT350 seats, so it has weight reduction stuff in it. This is just full carbon fiber and full interior. So it's got the 6R80. Actually, no, this is a 10-speed car. This is a 3rd gen. I keep forgetting. Premium seats, premium rear, and that. So this car could definitely probably lose another 80 to 100 more pounds, be probably less than 3,000 pounds. Which is, that's insane. With this power level, it's one hell of a car. Check that Whipple out. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We need that Whipple up on Zeus. One day, we will get there, but look at this, all carbon. Beautiful. So I've actually always wanted one of these. I thought they were one of the coolest cars. Now this is the actual one I would buy, and probably the only one I should buy. So this is a 5.2 Illuminator motor with a Cobra Jet setup. I don't know what kind of trans that is. Ollie, what kind of trans do you think it has? Probably a 6R80, I would assume. It's an auto. I would say it's a 6R80. 6R80. It's kind of hard to tell. No, it's a 5.2 Illuminator motor. It's a 5.2, son. Whoa. This is a crate motor they sell from Ford. This is badass. Literally, this is badass. This is probably one of the best cars here, for real. I would have never even looked at it if you didn't say anything.
Oh, super nice.
That's so sick. So all the cars are here. Everything's pulling in. Hey, Ricky. Ricky's here. I miss Ricky. We got Vettes. We got Hellcats. We got GT500s. Damn, what is this? Is it? No, this. Is this like a C5? No, I know it's a Corvette, but it looks like a C5 converted. That's weird. So I actually haven't seen any new generation of the F-150s yet. In the single cab version up north, and this is the first one. Forged star wheels up front, side exit exhaust, and what couldn't be better? A freaking Whipple underneath. Paint matched. God, this truck's beautiful. Welds on the back. And it's got the big screen. Wow, this is actually really nice. This is beautiful. Yep, this is exactly what we had going for Baby Odie, but Shelby came along. Maybe another day we'll do one. God, that's a big weld. What size tire we got on here? Yeah, that's a big boy. I don't even see the size. Oh, 305, 50, 20. Sheesh. So now, over to the Jeep section, we have a Gen 1 Coyote. This is badass too. And you don't really see too many Coyote swaps just because how expensive they are. I would assume this has a 6R80 also. I don't know, really, I can't tell. It's kind of hard to tell with builds like this. But this is super sick. This is a full-blown, like, rock crawling machine right here. And you know it's going to be reliable with the Gen 1 Coyote and have plenty of power. It's got probably like some 40-inch super swampers on there. Thing looks badass. So I figured I have to stop and show you a Chevy at a all practically Ford show, because if you guys can see the angle of the front, this is a drift car, and if I ever got a C6, this is exactly what I would do with it. This car is badass. Stick shift, lined up, gutted. I mean, I guess as much as you can get lighted for a C6, but it's a badass car. Simple V8, stick shift, LS2. This is badass right here. I like this a lot. Here is my exact spec of my C8 when I had it. Full white with red interior, but this is the Z06 version. This is actually my first time seeing it up close in person and showing you guys. Looks good. Looks a lot wider than I expected. This is definitely more aggressive. You could tell the C8 right here next to it. You can see the difference in the fender flare. That right there just goes to show everything. See the little duct they added at the bottom, which is also sick. Love the exhaust in the middle. I think the Vette always should be in the middle. It honestly looks awkward now seeing it like this compared to that. That just looks right. That does not. And my Vette was like that. And yeah, this is super badass. Love the white. Well, white and red interior just goes off. This is just my spec. Those wheels stock look good too. Those are stock wheels, aren't they? I think they are. And they're forged. It says forged right at the bottom. Yep, they are. They got engraved Corvette right there. That is badass. This is a beautiful car. And you guys know I'm not the biggest Chevy guy, but here we are. The thing is clean. So, not a big supercar guy, but we had two GTRs, old school GT3. Actually, I don't know what year GT3 this is. Lambo, Huracan. I don't know some cars. Over there is a 720S I wanted to show you guys. We might be rolling out here in a bit. I got a almost 6-hour drive to Georgia. I mean, that car's insane. I showed you guys that car earlier. Nothing but Shelby's here. This is beautiful. I actually really like the Odin kit. So me and this car went to Mexico earlier. Got him by like a car and a half, 2 cars roughly. I forget exactly how much power it's making, but it's like a ported Odin kit. Super fast car. Tremec swap. This car is like extremely done up. I don't think I showed you guys too much of this. And I think we're gonna have to get a carbon fiber trunk for Apollo, because after seeing this, it's beautiful. He's got this car done up to the max. Like, that's so nice. Offset on these, wide body, like, you never see this stuff back home. No one ever does them up like this. Just very, very mild builds, but this is insane. Now, this is 100% my favorite SUV of all time. This will make you forget about the Explorer ST, I'll tell you that right now. White Trackhawk, beautiful, beautiful sparkle. Oh, and it's got a parachute on the back. Oh, that it's even better. And nitrous express, nitrous outlet, yeah, that is, wow. This is what I need. Jeep SRT. Absolutely beautiful. This is a Trackhawk, obviously. And there's probably a lot more work done to it under the hood than we can even see. This is freaking beautiful. This is it. Perfect spec. Perfect daily on beadlocks. That's all you need in your life. So all 3 of these cars, Gen 3, Gen 2, and Gen 1, all have Odin kits on them. It's pretty sick how they lined them up. Gen 1 looks sick. Gen 2, badass. And Gen 3, absolutely freaking killer. Surprised they're not on tires. And then we got a little supercharger on the Jeep. A lot of cool stuff here. Super amount of nice cars. F-150 is probably got a blower on it, that's why the hood's popped. Another GT500. A Texas mile record holder right here, okay. Wow, 195 miles an hour. 10.8 at 138 at the drag strip. That's a lot of mile an hour. That seems kind of off. I mean, I did 10.5 at 133. I don't know if y'all can see that. That's kind of crazy. It's a lot of mile an hour for a car with a big wing like that. I'll have to check out that YouTube. Alright, so I am an absolute complete idiot. Didn't even read this. It says changes to the car for the Texas mile. Remove the cats, cold air intake, remove speed limiter, Ford setting is to 180. Didn't know that was actually in there. Maybe that's something just with tuning. Bigger injectors obviously for E85. And Shelby edition special wheels, stock tires. I wouldn't even use stock tires because they're run flats. I probably would have went with like a better Michelin, maybe a Cup 4S or something, with a little more grip. And then it says it made 772, so that's kind of crazy. And then 627. Zeus made 780 to the wheels, and shifting it a lot higher than I would actually like. But yeah, and it has a lot less stuff done to it. It got headers, got exhaust, intake and tune, but no E85 and stuff. So It's a very conservative tune, I can tell you that right now. Maybe we might have to go for that speed record, 195.3. That's badass. All right, guys, that is going to conclude the Florida trip. VMP was insane. Shout out to Justin, all the guys here. Awesome people. Make sure you guys go check them out on Instagram, YouTube, whatever the case may be. Go hit them up. Go give them a like on Facebook and stuff. Awesome people. They have a badass event. Super blessed. They got me a good parking spot here. And little short time notice. Got here super early, so I get a good spot. And it turned out to be awesome, an event. Every year, back-to-back 2 years. We might have to make this an annual thing because this is such a good car show. If you guys haven't checked it out or haven't attended, it's worth like a 2 or 3 hour drive. Whatever. I mean, I drove like 15 hours and stayed a week and then end up coming here. It's an awesome time. Thank you again all so much for watching today's videos. If you guys haven't checked out, go watch all week's videos. Pretty crazy. Ollie almost got into a fight with someone. Zeus ran the 10.5 in the quarter mile, and now we're about to drive the car 1,500 miles. First going to Georgia, gonna stay the night, go see the Georgia boys that actually helped me when we broke down with the Fox body, so gotta go show them some love, gonna go say hi, and then we go back to Maryland, and it's 30-some degree weather, so that's gonna be rough. So wish me luck, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I will catch y'all in the next one.